Don't leave your bike at the AT Shack. This 2005 CRF450X has been sitting in front of the shack for 3 days now. This is Marco's bike. And you know what? Today is such a beautiful day. I decided to go take it out for a little highway spin and a little trail ride. It's a 2005, 2025, just around the corner. For a 20-year-old bike, it is in fantastic condition, and it does have some very tasteful upgrades. We'll go over those in more detail in a second. Let's hop on and get rolling. Really quick before we hop on, the CRF450X, they did come from factory with the headlight and brake light, ready to hit the streets. This thing sounds so good. Has that FMF pipe. Five-speed. The bike currently has Shinko 244 tires on it, so about a 50-50 tire. We'll go ahead and hop in here. I did read up on some interesting things on this bike online, so I am not familiar with the CRFs. I've never owned one. I've only been on this one once prior for a few minutes. I did own a WR450, a 2003. So, pretty comparable to this. I mean, this is, from what I remember, this is definitely much more peppier. More peppier? Well, from what I read online, this engine is a bit more maintenance than some of the other bikes in that year range. Oh yeah, she wants to go. And this thing moves. The tires aren't the best. I hopped online on the forums. There's a little poll on how many hours guys have been doing the piston and rings on these bikes. Some of them do them at 100 hours, but I'm pretty sure that's if you're racing the freaking bike. It just seems super low. Let's get up here a bit. We'll do a walk around of the bike, and I want to take you to a little bit of single track on the far end of this off-road area. I want to see how well it does on some tight stuff. Freaking power's right there when you want it. Down we go. I'm slipping and sliding all over the place with these Shinko 244s. They're really nice on the highway. If you want to go a little more aggressive off-road, maybe not the best choice. Once we get through this, we'll hit the single track. So out of curiosity, I know some of you watching this video have owned these CRFs before. What was your maintenance or, cost of maintenance on this bike? I mean, I'm having a blast so far. 2005, I believe Marco paid like $3 grand for this bike. Put this so you can get up this way. Easy way to the left, a little bit rough to the right. Let's see if I can make it up on the right without stalling it. I know some of you are curious. 51 tooth sprocket in the rear. That's an aftermarket Pro Taper. Front sprocket, I couldn't see the number. I counted 14, so I may be off. That sounds about right. I'll find a decent spot to pull over here in a second. Let's do a walk around of the bike. good. Let's start at the rear of the bike. We have the Wolfman motorcycle luggage bag. That's a nice little accessory, especially on a dirt bike. FMF pipe, Scott's rear disc guard, Tusk brake lever. What I love about these older bikes, they came stock with a kicker and electric start. This Tusk gas cap, the Scott's steering stabilizer, Pro Taper CR high bend, HBD mount, accessory mount. That may be a riser. I believe that is a riser. Vapor tack, radiator guard. On the left side of the bike, looks aftermarket. I don't see a brand on there. Shifter lever, flatland skid plate. Really easy to get into the air filter on these. Twist and pop open. Marco dumped this thing in a mud puddle about that deep, and that thing is still clean. The whole bike was freaking filthy. Took me about 20 minutes of pressure washing it to getting it to this state. Well, let's go whip her around on some single track. I'm curious how well this kickstart works. Woo-hoo-hoo! One kicker. Oh, just noticed these little pressure relief valve on the forks. So I guess my biggest concern buying one of these used, like any bike, you know, hours, if there is a tack, how many miles, has it been rebuilt? I'll see you guys at the single track. It's gonna take a minute to get there. Okay, we have arrived. Did I mention I lowered this bike 1 inch from Marco? I don't believe I have. I'm kind of in a crappy spot right now, but I'm pretty much flat foot on this thing now. I'm 5'11 and a half. Let's get rolling. I feel much better in first at the speeds I'm going. Guess I gotta get her over this. There we go. Not a 300 two-stroker, that's for sure. Well, for some laid-back single track with no log hopping, it does just fine. Limbo. We're almost out of this. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video of joyriding Marco's 2005 CRF450X. I wouldn't mind having one of these. Let me know in the comments below if you own one of these. What is your experience? I'll catch you guys in the next one.